In 5,
4,
3,
2,
1.
You're so shuffed on keen. Why are you saying that shit? We're not in Auckland. Why are you talking like a hobbit that vapes? You're from Boise. Pull up to the zone, dust blowing like sin. Group of bros in sprinters yelling keen to drop in. They ain't from Queenstown, they're from Boulder, bro. But they're talking like Frodo with a GoPro. They're eating beans at the Chet Boil pot. Wearing 5 panels, talking hot rod. Oi, that's mint, says a dude from Des Moines with a sheep tattoo and his dad's Bitcoin. Shot on king. Shot on king. Shuffed on king. Shuffed on king. Shuffed on king. Shuffed on king. Slapping trail talk like it's currency. Keen on a rip, says Chad from Tennessee. Ride bikes, no jobs, post on Instagram. Never working as keen as fuck, no insurance when you slam. Doge wasn't good enough, am too passe. Now you're keen on keen like it's word of the day. Sipping yerba in a folding chair throne. Talking kiwi while poaching the zone.
People don't know this, but we got members of Newfound Glory and Sum 41 together, and they recorded that song for us.
So good. We have a lot of connections in the music world, if you haven't noticed lately.
We do. In fact, actually, we've had a request that we get a band on this show. Do you know the band Zahner?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Andrew Elkins, he sent it to me.
Yeah, it has been requested that we get Zahner on our show, so I'll try. And I think if we ask, they'll probably come on.
That would be so fucking cool.
It would be something.
We could also just ask AI to make a Zahner song for our show.
No, but yeah. Well,
if they say no.
But I think I'd rather have a real Zahner.
Yeah.
Have you seen Zahner?
No, I don't know who Zahner
you
is. I don't
especially.
think.
Of all of us here, you would like Zahner the most.
I'm terrible. I love music, but I'm terrible about music unless it's like stupid old country music. But I don't know names and this and that, but I hear it and I'm like, oh yeah, I know this song, and I could probably sing along, but I'm terrible with
Where
music.
are they from? They're like Finland or Sweden?
I think.
Somewhere.
Yeah. They're like a Swedish freedom thrash metal band.
That sounds pretty cool.
And they hate the establishment. You will quickly find.
They sound
so
like
good.
I get along with them really well.
Yeah, and you know what? They
I like
have
Swedish, I like freedom, I like thrash. I mean, all of that.
Don't they have a song called Murder the Government or something like that?
Oh, wow.
Yes, and they just say that
Yeah, but see,
very clearly.
I think they can say that easier where they're at nowadays than over here in the U.S. You got to be careful.
Yeah, I think so over there. You should follow them. They do really funny Instagram reels.
Oh, great fucking shit. Yeah.
Donner?
It's
Is it
hilarious.
like Donner, but with a Z?
It's Xonor. Zahner
Zonner.
is how you say it.
Zonner?
Yeah. Like,
Interesting.
you're Zahner. I'm going to burn this bench down.
You're Zonner.
You're Zahner. It'd be awesome if all the judges were thrash metal band members.
That'd be so much better.
Like,
I
what if
wouldn't dread going to court every time if they were actually fucking cool.
unless it was Lars, then it wouldn't be cool.
Yeah, that wouldn't be chill. If it was, I mean, even if it was just Ted Nugent or something, I'd be stoked about that. Even.
Well, yeah, that would be cooler than Dave Mustaine for sure. Dave Mustaine would just like he'd drone on and on and on and on and on and on and on, and he would use all the biggest words that he could because that's how he plays guitar.
On and on and on.
Just like stop. We know you're good and you're smart. Whatever. Okay, you're Zahner.
It's just gonna cut you off with long words.
You're Zahner.
You're Zonner.
But yeah, dude, the Nuge would be awesome. You like walk into the courtroom, it's on fire. He's like, there's like just fucking arrows flying everywhere.
He'd have like an eagle on his shoulder and holding a shotgun, and there'd be like raccoons flying around and shit, or
And if
running around.
If you lose your case, he immediately executes you. And then he throws all your body parts for trap.
He would, or he'd at least put him in the back, and then you could pick up body parts for trap.
Kid Rock comes kicking the door in with the fucking AR-15.
Who we killing today?
This is our best idea yet.
I like it.
We call these Shark Tank ideas. I don't know if you remember those from a couple years ago, but yeah, let's get that. Let's go to that Mark Cuban dude.
I don't know how. I mean, Mark Cuban seems fairly based. Most of those.
No.
He's the total opposite.
Oh
of
no,
that.
I'm thinking of the bald dude.
Oh,
he was
fantastic.
Yeah,
Or
he.
Damon.
Mr. Wonderful.
Mr. Wonder.
Yeah, he seems somewhat based as far as like I remember him talking about all the fucking libs and shit were whining and crying, and he's like, that's kind of. I think they were whining and crying about all the Doge shit, and he's like, that's kind of what you do when you have a failing business. Like, what else do you want them to do? Just keep watching it burn? When you come in and you buy a business and it's failing, you trim the fat, you get rid of everything, and then figure out what you need to put back in. And he's, so it's just like. But yeah, Mark Cuban is a bitch, huh? He's that.
Yeah, he's not cool.
Yeah, I know.
Let's get Ryan Smith to do it. The guy who owns our hockey team here in Salt Lake.
Oh, is he cool?
He seems cool.
Yeah. No, Eric's shaking.
No,
his
he's
head.
not. I don't know, dude. He's cool with hockey.
If the jerk
He's gonna
hand
build
says
skating
no.
rinks like all over.
I love
Okay,
that.
except what's the name now? Mammoth.
The Mammoth.
Oh, Mammoth.
Yeah, no, just Utah Mammoth.
Oh wait,
Singular.
It's singular.
Yeah.
It's not mammoths.
What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense.
Because all of the players make up one mammoth.
Yeah, they're like Voltron of elephants.
Oh, dude, they're making a Voltron movie.
I'm in.
I fucking saw it on like something recently.
That sounds awesome. Let's go see it.
Yeah, but is anybody else like after the second one came out sick and tired of all like the fucking band movies and shit?
Voltron?
Like just all the like how they like have the movies about so and so and have movies about so like all these different bands and
like
old.
The left leg part is going to get a spin-off.
I don't know what's happening
I
right
think
now.
he thinks Voltron is a band.
I think he thinks Voltron is Volbeat.
He's younger than us.
Oh
Yeah.
no, Voltron's definitely a band.
No, it's not. we need to fucking.
What the hell are you talking about, youngin?
You're talking about the Transformer.
No,
Is that a Transformer?
No, Voltron is.
I need to slap you right now.
Yeah, you do.
Or is it is Voltron the thing that comes together with all the colorful ninjas?
What were they?
No,
ninjas.
That was
No. That was
Not ninjas, but the
something
colorful ninjas.
No, that was
You're thinking Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
no.
Do they make
They're-
Voltron?
That's
but
way
they're
gay.
robots.
Voltron. Better Voltron. The car, the cars, or the fucking animals.
What's
the
a cat?
lions, dude? Yeah, everyone knows that.
Yes.
Not the GoBot Voltron.
Okay, so here's where my family was cheap again. Story.
God, you got that one?
I asked. Yes, I did.
God,
I'm
sorry.
I asked.
Even
for the
I didn't get that
I
one.
asked for the Lions one, and I got the Cars one.
That's. I feel bad for your childhood.
I'm telling you, like,
Jeez. Either they don't love you or they really fucked up, Rob.
I think they didn't love me.
I don't know.
I mean, my mom loved me, but my dad.
Well, I know you. And I
Wait,
can see that.
is Rob trying to explain that he's cheap? That's not hard.
I'm trying to
why.
explain. I'm trying to explain to you that my parents were fucking broke as shit and never got me good gifts.
So you're explaining why you're cheap.
I got good ones at Christmas only.
No, not even then. That's when I got the car Voltron, actually.
So you got shitty ones at Christmas too.
Yeah. Except for 1 year when we got robbed, so we got a shit ton of insurance money. So my parents spent all
ghetto.
of the insurance money.
Ghetto as fuck.
Oh, it is. I'm telling you, like
Sounds like some shit that would happen to me, but
they spent
didn't.
They spent all of the insurance money on Christmas gifts. But also that whole thing reminds me of the term Jewish lightning. Have I ever told you guys what Jewish lightning is before?
It's my favorite drink.
It's
Oh, I know Voltron.
Caught up.
Basically a Transformer. It's like the original Transformer, isn't it?
No.
It's like
No.
all the different pieces come together and make one big robot.
That's all I know about Voltron.
Yeah.
We were too poor for TV.
Everyone here is broke as
I
fuck.
didn't have cable until I was like 17 or 18 years old.
I was actually
we had it sporadically until we didn't pay the bill, and then we would not have it for like a year or two. And then we'd have it for like 3 months again.
Well, there was two reasons. First of all, we actually couldn't afford it. Second, we lived like behind a main area, like so they hadn't like had the utilities on the pole for cable yet. So we had to like actually pay somebody to put it up on the pole and then run it to the house. We couldn't do that either. So we couldn't
Didn't you
afford
live in
that.
like Boston?
I mean, I grew up in Salem, New Hampshire. I'm not really from Boston. We all know this.
Isn't that the same place?
I grew up from North Salem.
Isn't Boston in New Hampshire or something like that?
Yeah, they're all the same.
My
up there.
kids think Boston
all
is
just-
that entire area.
It's all one big glob.
Y'all eat fish and chips or whatever out there.
Fucking weird. They all have
chowder.
yeah. They all drive Kaz and eat chowder.
Just grab whatever fucking animal they can find on the bottom of the ocean and eat it.
New England is the Voltron of states.
Yeah, that whole northeast area is just one
assemble.
Voltron of a country.
This has been a good intro so far. Rob's over there.
Yeah,
JP's sitting next to me, who does not know who Voltron is. We got Jimmy Sniper with another sniper comment over there. We haven't done an angrometer in a while. Has it been up or down lately?
It's always up.
What are you at? Give me a number.
Let's give it a 8.1.
Oh, wow. That's
I
pretty
saw
heavy.
3 near accidents on the freeway in 2 miles.
It sounds like the drive from where you were coming from.
Yeah.
Really, that's the drive anywhere from this spot in like a 15-mile radius.
And none of them involved me. I was watching.
Yeah, you're just a spectator enjoying.
I was hovering over the brake just in case.
You got to be at the ready. You
Left
got to
foot
be at the
hover
ready.
over the brake. Yeah.
Amelia Capuano's with us tonight, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
You're not going to give me a chance to intro this time?
No,
I
well, you
actually
can know you're going to
fucking wrote
intro her. I'm teasing. I'm teasing because we have a
He's
guest.
leading.
This is
Yeah.
how radio works.
Yeah,
that's right, I forgot.
If you wanted to be in radio, just absorb.
If anybody knows, Rob.
I will absorb you always, Chief.
Wow. I'm let down, too, because you're still wearing your pants.
Oh yeah, you got a text saying I had my pants off, which was true.
And I sprinted across the parking lot. Were they off?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
I was going to change
miss?
during the show, but you weren't here, so I had time to change
I'm sorry.
because I started riding my bike again.
Oh,
Yay.
wow. Proud of you.
My street's scary now.
Yeah.
I haven't been up there in a while, and everything grew.
Yeah, you like show up to a jump and you're like, it's a lot bigger than I remember.
But it's not that. It is. They are bigger.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
I think you're just.
I don't know. I've been there a few times.
Yeah. I mean, I've been there a lot. And every time I went back, it just looked big. Well, maybe it has been getting bigger.
No,
ever
it's
since.
substantially bigger now. Everything's bigger. I asked Jordan, I go, hey, this place looks bigger. He goes, everything's bigger. That's great.
Sounds like you just need to not be a puss and
Stay
hit
on
it.
the beginner line.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fun though. It was good to be back on a bike after 6-ish months.
Yeah.
I'm not really doing that. So here we go.
Let's ride
Here
some
we
bikes
go
soon.
again. It's time to ride bikes, and I'm excited about that. What's our phone number, Rob?
Oh, shit. You caught me off guard again.
385
697?
385 626 6231. And
Okay, you got it.
we don't have any phone calls.
Oh, we don't have any
No.
tonight? Oh, no.
It's because nobody can remember the damn phone number.
Yeah, because they don't have fuck for G.
I don't have a fuck for G.
No.
I'm blaming, you know what? I don't want to do it. I don't want to. But I'm blaming Jimmy. He hasn't come up with shit.
I mean, there's a lot of letters in there. You got to be able to come up with something.
He came up with fuck for Jeeb.
8.3.
Oh, shit, it's going on.
There's a little fuel. I'll figure something out.
Better internalize that. Please don't send it this way.
I was worried he was up in the 8s, and now it's getting closer to
His
9.
is like a Richter scale. Every time it goes 1 point, it's 30 times higher.
Exponential.
It's exponential. We're fucked. Trailer, I'm glad I put the jack stands down on the trailer last week.
Well, that's weird to not have that. It kind of throws me off. So now do we just go to our guest? Is that
I mean, we can do
is
that.
that what we do? Oh, okay.
Seems like a good move.
All right. Rob has written up this big intro, everyone. So do we have intro music?
Oh, glasses are
Rob's
on.
putting on glasses.
No, because I can't see it.
Wow.
I have to.
This is how you know it's official.
I had to bring it. I had to bring it with me this time because last week when we were reading shit, I fucking couldn't see the. I can't read the.
He was
small,
doing the old man.
I can't read the small print in the fucking on the questions. I love your fucking face right
Just
now.
'cause,
Makes me
like-
so happy.
You're like morphing into more of a Jew with every day.
Yeah, he does look super Jewish.
He looks
The way
so Jewish right now.
especially like the degree on the nose.
Yeah,
he's
bring it down a little bit.
yeah,
so I can do
he's at
this.
full Jew level with his glasses.
I can't wait till he's like another 10, 15 years older.
Yeah. his nose is going to be 10 or 15 times larger. And he's going to be, glasses are going to be all the way down here and like this big.
I just moved him down a little bit so I can look.
God love him, and you know I really do love him. Okay, you know I do. I love your father-in-law. I love him, but he is very, very Jewish.
Oh my God!
Right? Like he's like whatever you see on TV is like the Jewish father. He's that guy.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
And I am turning into that guy.
You're gonna be just like that.
I am turning into that guy. He's my like father role model.
Yeah, I love the guy. He's awesome. He's great. He was. Anyway,
well, it's working, Rob.
Story.
So I put the glasses on now. I have to read this. With us tonight is Amelia Capuano. Like, fuck that
Can
up.
you say it right?
Already fucking.
She's up and comer free rider and a real ripper. Got to meet her and spend a fair amount of time with her at TDS. And man, she a real one. Stoked to have such an amazing person on with us tonight to hear her story. And I just totally fucked that up.
Time.
Rob's intro. Rob, this is
as fast as you could have possibly read.
This could be your company. Rob's intro is being brought to you by Liquid Death.
Good job.
But also, my other notice says she's a based badass and super kind.
You couldn't remember those things?
No.
well, and then he writes it down like he's saying it, and then he says it like he's reading it in a fucking speed competition.
That's exactly what happened there.
See, this is why you should sponsor this part of the show.
Because you're
going to get a lot of read out of this. A lot of read. We're going to discuss the intro itself.
Death water. I can't remember.
Sounds like what you get in Flint.
Yeah. Bottled in Flint, Michigan. Where there was some water we picked up at a store. I always check and see where it comes from because there's a bunch of just like municipal water in LA County, California, in spring water. And it's like, that's not the water I want. And one of them was like in Michigan. I don't think it said Flint, but it like said Michigan on it. And I was like,
that's close enough.
I don't want that water.
No one wants the Michigan artisanal well.
Where's this from?
No. Is that even a thing? Hi, Amelia. How you doing?
Hi, good. Thanks for having me. Thanks for that great intro, Rob.
Sorry. Here's a story about Amelia. It was like maybe a month ago. I think we just had randomly mentioned her on the show, and it stoked her out. And I knew she kind of liked it. And then you ran into her, and I met her last year. She got to see me crash on Kong and almost kill myself.
Oh, she was there for that?
She was there that day. We were having such a good day.
I saw you ride a lot of pretty gnarly stuff before that, so.
Right. Yeah. It's a thing that doesn't make sense, but that's how it goes in this sport.
Don't flatter him.
Yep.
His head's not going to fit in that hat if you say anything else too nice.
What hat is that?
I saw that T-Bog from earlier.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that was
T-Bog today.
I did a T-Bog today.
Wow, so you can still ride.
Yeah, I was getting encouragement from the ladies, but none from the men.
If you had a pair of Envies on your bike, you could probably 360 or backflip any of those jumps.
First try. If only we had envy.
It's like people just do things because they get paid to do it.
But yeah, she's definitely a ripper, and I liked Amelia. Okay, so here's how I met her. We go down to. I'm trying to remember where I met her at. It would have been. Oh, what's the giant step up down there?
Where?
I can't think of the name of it. We were down in Virgin. No.
Like at 9 Lives?
No. Yeah, no, not on 9 Lives. Like this is
the old site.
You're talking about
like
the
left
roller
hand?
coaster.
Nope. This is the one off
the big drop and.
Nope. This is the one off the road. It's the Moon Booter.
Oh, see, I like Jimmy because he talks about him like me. He's like. Yeah. Is it like the one over the hill there next to the bush?
Right.
I don't know the fucking name.
It's in the head.
Yeah, I can see it, but.
And so Amelia drops the Moon Booter. There's like a little kind of step down, and she shorted the step down and ate absolute shit. Like so much shit. Yeah. I thought she died. And there was this giant rock down there, and like she just kind of disappeared, and I was like, oh, she hit that fucking rock, and went down there, and like I don't think you rode the rest of that day, and you had just crashed before that earlier over at where was that at? One of the Nook jumps, right?
No, that was the next day I got knocked out. I was after that.
Oh. It's one way to do it.
So actually, when I crashed at the Moon Booter, I literally said I should probably leave town now, and I didn't, and then I got knocked out. So Learned my lesson there.
So
That place will do that to you.
that was my intro to Amelia.
Phil.
Yeah, and
Did you say the nook jumps?
yeah,
Like nookie jump?
That's
nook?
what I was trying to talk about. I just couldn't remember the nook.
the Nook.
The nook.
It was one of Kyle Straight's jumps
I'm sure I know which
in
one
his
it
drop.
is.
You do.
So-
It's the one that I suied.
oh.
It's like a 36-ish footer.
Yeah,
Like
that
a
one.
36 foot drop,
36.5
something like that.
ish.
Yeah. Anyway, you know,
Under 50 is what you're saying.
You've probably ridden it.
I probably built it. Probably because
I've rebuilt it.
You know what? It probably wasn't me because I'm not a free ride legend.
Okay, let's save it for
Sorry.
later.
Save that.
Save it for
that,
later.
Save that.
Save it for later. All right. So, the reason I wanted her to come on is because I feel like we have a good eye for talent, and I think like 4 years ago we saw Chelsea down in the desert, and I said, you know, she's good.
Yeah.
Like she's like gonna be real good later, and like the time that she put in and like the effort she was putting in. And then I saw Amelia and I said the same thing.
Yeah.
I was like, she puts in a lot of effort. She's kind of quiet about it. Like, yeah, she posts some Instagram stuff, but she's not like all influencer-y.
Yeah.
And so she's a good fit for us.
Yep.
Even though we have influencers on every week. So yeah, that's why I wanted to have her on. So
Yeah, I haven't actually told her I felt she was the next Chelsea when I met her at TDS.
what did you think when he said you were the next Chelsea?
I said those are some big shoes to fill. Because Chelsea and I do connect on the fact we call it two core to care sometimes, where we just love to ride. So we spent a lot of time riding together when I was there because we just like to go out and like find 15 different drops to hit that day, or just doing drills because we love to ride and we love to make sure our skill set's well-rounded. So I do think I approach riding similar to her, but she has a lot more seat time than I do. So I have a lot more seat time to go.
Yeah, she's been
Get
at
there.
it for a while, but you're doing the right stuff. I mean,
Thank you.
they're you send it very hard. I have to admit.
I try to be as calculated as I can. You know, I have a full-time job, so I have to show up to work on Monday. But we try to do it as smart as possible.
Yeah, that's a good way to ride. And if you don't, you end up crashing.
Yep.
Did you not be calculated when you knocked yourself out that first weekend I met you?
Well, the moon booter, I think I was working all day and I wasn't warmed up at all, which is something challenging about riding in Virgin is sometimes you just like hike up the mountain and you're cold and you have to turn around and hit a cliff, which is something I'm getting better at, but I wasn't very good at then. So I just like half committed and just case that setup jump. So that was just a not warmed up thing, which Ryan would probably roll his eyes at me with warming up, but I have to warm up a little. And then when I got knocked out, I was trying to sui, and when I sui, I don't like push. I'm still working on pushing the bars down before I let go. So I had like gone a little nose high and didn't take my hands off, and then like lannualed, and then like rear brake too late. Like I rear braked after I landed, and just like went straight to my head. But I had hit the jump perfect like 15 times before that. So it was just one of those things where you just timed it a little off and it checked you. So
That was
it
the
happens.
trickiest part for me doing suis was like the pop. I had to think about it like pop, push,
Yeah.
and then
Exactly.
release. And
Yep.
if you forget that push, if you don't like emphasize on the push and like drop that front wheel where you want it when you're gonna land, it'll bite you so hard because then you go to grab and you're like already arms out and you're back and then you hit and it's like snap right out of your hands.
Yep.
Ooh,
Yeah. Now,
Exactly.
now you were doing those clipped in, right?
I have.
So not
Yeah.
real.
No. Yeah, I've done them clipped in after I did them flat. You know, I do cans clipped in too. So those must not be real either.
That just seems like a couple extra steps too many, though.
It
Okay,
makes it
showboat.
exciting. Sometimes you get lucky and you land right back on your clips and they clip back in.
Click in.
Yeah, but if you don't, it's like heel hooking, like slipping around, trying not
Probably
to die.
You and Mitch that I've only heard of doing that.
Mitch is a fucking mad dog.
Yeah, he's
I
crazy.
swear he did speed and style clipped in as he's doing fucking front flips and shit, which might might be what contributed to him front flipping a 30 extra feet over that one jump. When you're clipped in, it really helps, but you have to remember you're clipped in. And
that is
when
the key.
you pull, your bike comes with you.
That is a key.
Or should I say when you're clipless?
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's what it is clipless.
We were just talking about the push on the Suies.
Yeah.
Because I can't, the jump that I did the T-bog on today, I don't have enough time to get the push on the Sui. And I've seen people do it. I just can't do it. It's like a long trick for me. It's like, okay, we're up and we push and we grab and hands back.
That one you probably just have to like off the lip, let Jesus take the bars and like just let the bike drop instead of push, just like later.
Yeah, but both of you you and Amelia have better Suis than me because I have zero flexibility.
I don't know if it...
Well, she can throw her arms back because she's all athletic and stuff, and she like does stretches.
I can see you right now.
Yeah,
you look like old dog trying to fucking put his arms back,
just running in all that back.
No, I do the throw the hands back so that my shoulder immobility slingshots my hands back to my bars.
That's the best way.
The immobility is useful.
Yeah, right. You kind of like hit that max point. You're like, oh, and then they come back forward.
Your tendons just bring your hands back.
Yeah, you got to know how to use your ligaments and your tendons to your advantage.
It makes it look cool too. It looks like you're not even trying, but really inside you kind of give like a.
Well, you have like a weird background playing tennis, college tennis to free riding.
Oh, really?
How does that even happen?
Yeah, I don't know. There was a little hiatus between college and when I started biking. A guy I was with at the time started mountain biking with my dad, and they would just disappear for hours after I graduated. And I'm like, where are you guys going? Like, I want to go. So then I got a bike and I started going along with them, and I became obsessed with it. And I was hell bent on figuring it out. And the type of riding we were doing was like cross country, and like the main obstacle was like going over a log. So I was like obsessively learning how to go over logs. And yeah, I didn't leave the ground for like 5 years for the first 5 years of my riding.
That sounds like most people.
That's a good way to do it. Yeah. There's a lot of people that get into it and try and just start free riding. And it's like, how long have you been on a bike? Oh, this is my first year. Oh, and you're down in Virgin and you're asking me how to hit this jump. Nope. Go back home and ride your baby trails for a couple of years first.
Well, I got a secret for you guys. The reason she's so good at jumping is because she also rides a dirt jumper.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
That helps.
Yeah.
Yes. When people ask me, how do you learn how to jump? I say, ride the pump track. The pump track, if you learn how to ride a pump track, you can learn how to jump.
Oh, yeah. That's very true, because it like the pumping motion and then like staying with the bike and everything like that, and you same position hitting the backside as you're going to be hitting the landing and everything.
And from watching some of her Instagram videos, you're really smooth on a pump track.
She is. I was going to say even the dirt jumps, section. Like watching like her on dirt jumps and stuff, because I just barely met her, and I had seen stuff of her like just in passing and not really knowing who it was, and then started following her and looking at some videos and watching her jump even some pretty peaky jumps and stuff. She's very smooth and very like, you're not doing that. There's a lot of people that love to jump, and when they jump, they do like the jump up, and they like pull into it, and then right before the landing they like push it back down. She actually like goes up, peeks out, flattens out, and drops it like air stalls in the air, and you're not just like not like making the jump smaller, but like, oh fuck, oh shit, up and down, very smooth. I enjoy watching.
Thank you.
Well,
it's been a work in progress, and a lot of people have helped me. Shaylin Reno has been a huge part of my dirt jumping. I go to her house. I've gone to her where she lives and trains in the winter for several winters, and she's always telling me rainbow. Like, she's really been helpful on me learning how to dirt jump properly. So it's still a long way to go, but it's getting there.
Yeah, but it's
big.
It's way scarier. It's like once a week, there's some nerd in the enthusiast page. He's like, I want to learn a little bit more about jumping. Does anyone have any tips on how I can? And then there's like basically 4 or 5 of us like dirt jumper.
Once a week, I mean, once an hour, there's a fucking nerd in that thing talking about something stupid.
Like, here's the thing you're not going to like. Dirt jumper.
Yeah, my dirt jumper's about 3 blocks away, hanging in my storage unit with a top tube and a down tube that are creased and folded back.
The first time I ever went to Jackson, I rode every jump on the Teton Pass. And I had been riding mountain bikes for like, that was my second year and the first time I had ever, first summer I'd ever been to a bike park in my life.
Nice.
But you know why? Dirt jumper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All that shit was so easy. It looked big. It was kind of scary looking, but it was way easier than dirt jumping.
Back in the day with Sandmeyer and all the SLC MTB boys, when I first met them, I showed up with Chase Jackson with my dirt jumper, my Haro Steel Reserve, and they're building these big long floater jumps and step downs for their downhill bikes, and I show up with my dirt jumper and my half shell helmet, and I'm like, yeah, this looks sick. And they're like, are you gonna hit it on that? I was like, fuck yeah, why not? And I'm hucking it down to the bottom. I'd show up to Ice Street on my dirt jumper and shit and ride that. I'm like, why would you want a big bike out here? That's stupid.
Yeah, first time I rode in the Meadows was on a dirt jumper.
Yeah.
But then I learned that's not the best bike for Ice Street at all.
That's where I broke my neck and fucked up my bike, folded my chromoly frame in half, was on those metal jumps.
Yeah, fun.
A
lot of people have been claim victim down there.
Super cool.
Have you been to Ice Street yet, Amelia?
No, I need to go.
Yes.
I really need to go.
Yeah, I think it'd be a place you would like. You need to come to Salt Lake and just spend some time here.
Yes.
Ice Street should wait till next winter, though.
What's the best? Oh, next winter is the time to go?
Ice Street's a very wintry place. If you, in the next month, it's going to turn into a fucking sand pit.
I wouldn't call it wintry, but
really?
I would, yeah,
fall and spring.
Fall and spring, yeah.
Yeah, but even now, was it not just a dust bowl up there today?
No, it wasn't bad today. They put so much work into it. You would like it. You should definitely come up. There's so much here. There's dirt jumps everywhere. She could probably ride Tanner now.
Is Tanner still going?
Yeah.
Really? She would really like Tanner then.
Yeah. Ogden has sick dirt jumps now. They're Tanner-like.
I need to get my bike going.
Yeah. Come up, ride some dirt
There's
jumpers.
a lot of good stuff.
You can, you can always...
I get stuck where the good dirt jumps are. Last summer, I got stuck at Frisco for 3 months. I was going to ride there for a week and didn't leave for 3 months. So.
Damn. That's understandable. Everything about Frisco is good. Even the mountain bike trail there is really, really fun. They have a little free ride trail. Did you ride that too?
The new jump line, what's it called? Aftermath?
Is that what they call it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm mistaken.
Is that the one that's got
mostly I was just at the dirt jumps morning and night and would work during the day.
It's such a good idea.
Does Frisco make you guys frisky?
It doesn't make me frisky.
I've never been.
I burned my tonsils to death, or my throat to death there. I've never been able to hit a high note since because
Oh, no.
I hit
more high notes
I can't even I can't do that. Because I hit one of those weed pen things. What do you call those?
Fuck those vape pens. They'll fuck your throat up.
Crisco or something.
No. Fuck my throat up.
What's going on?
Everyone's doing pot.
Yeah,
everyone's smoking pot there.
It's so bad for you.
And it was
Colorado.
It's Colorado. That's right. Well, you should. Are you going to go back to Frisco this year? Because if you do, maybe we can all meet up for a good ride at Trestle.
Mm-hmm. Be awesome. No, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to spend more time in the Pacific Northwest this year.
And
I think it'll be a similar scenario where I get there and I don't want to leave. And then suddenly the summer will be over and I will have not gone anywhere. So.
Yeah. But it's good. It's good. There's nothing wrong with that up there other than the people.
Yeah.
Riding's good.
Just come up to Park City and ride. Except there's not really jumps.
Park City dirt jumps.
Especially not this year.
I guess.
Yeah. I've never even been to Whistler, so I just.
Oh, you haven't?
I'll probably go there and not want to leave.
Oh,
that might happen.
That'll happen.
I think that'll probably happen.
Old Dog will be up there camping. You can go hop in his trailer. I mean, that sounded kind of weird. He just showed me that he bought a camping spot up there for this year. So.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
For the entire.
This is derailing.
No, just a couple weeks.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Just me. I haven't been up to Whistler in a few years. I like Whistler.
Yeah, I've never been either.
Oh, it's so good.
Keep saying I'm going to go. Never go. Then you have a kid.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Then you're broke. Then.
Yeah, see, at least you have an excuse.
Yeah. That's why I wrote the dad song today.
Dude, that song is
actually
so
good.
I
was thinking about all of us.
Yeah.
I kind of put all of us into that one.
I played that for Rachel this afternoon, and she dug it.
Yeah.
Like, wow, this one's actually good.
We'll get it up on Patreon.
Yeah.
All right, so what are your plans then? Do you just want to keep riding for fun, or do you ever want to make something out of riding your bike? Because we've never talked about that.
I'm mixed. I just love to ride, and I love the progression towards mastery, and I love riding all of the bikes. And changing it up when I hit dirt jumps for 3 months. I want to go ride my downhill bike. So sometimes it doesn't make for becoming elite in one specific area. But being in the desert a lot, people have told me that I could maybe shoot for Rampage someday. I know by being out there that I have a lot of work to do to get there. But, it's something in the back of my mind that I would consider working towards at some point. But I think I need, Ryan tells me I need a lot of work in the steeps. And,
yeah, don't we all?
Yeah, and as far as just guinea pigging, like Chelsea has so much seat time out there, and that's a huge factor into her being able to, guinea pig the biggest drop on the women's site. And so there's a lot of risk involved in that. And I think to actually make that a goal and make it like a smart goal that you're not like literally risking your life to film for, it's going to take a lot of time and effort in the desert. But I love it out there, and I love that riding. So it's something maybe I'll work towards, but I also just love dirt jumping and traveling. So I'm not really sure. Sometimes I race, sometimes I ride a road bike, sometimes I, want to just disappear into the woods and hit one jump for 2 hours. So who knows? I love just riding.
Well, if I'm being totally honest, and I'm not going to name any names, obviously, but you're better than a lot of women who are getting paid decent money to be riders.
Accurate as fuck.
That is the truth. I mean, so it's not like it's not out there for you, but I also know what they go through to get the money. So I guess you weigh it. Is it worth it? I mean, is it worth pushing yourself every day and then having to come up with, and these bike companies, God, they're making people do stupid stuff for like nothing, basically. Like, oh yeah, here's some brakes. Make sure you drive to Tennessee this week for our event.
Definitely. And with the racing, I'm quite over the racing. So any scenario that would require me to race, I'd be reluctant to do, because racing is just very expensive on your body and your parts and your time and everything. But it can be fun if you make it fun and you choose to have fun with it. When it's a forced thing, it becomes less fun. I've been lucky to have people in my corner and sponsors that just appreciate that I just love to ride and I love to make videos and don't really ask me to do anything specific. So I'm not fully paid as a full-time athlete. I have a full-time job, which I appreciate having a career that I can do and not rely on my body to do. I have to rely on my mind, so getting knocked out doesn't help. But I like the balance of having like a career that's not riding, and then I can just make bikes what I enjoy to do. But I still I'm obsessed with riding. I'm obsessed with mastering the bike. So
yeah, and see, I feel like that's a really good position to be in. I mean, over the years where I've debated going back and forth of like trying harder and doing that, like you said, it's really nice to have a day job and then enjoy your bike. And that's a huge, especially when you get to like the level you're at where you can actually like you said, you're trying to master this and master that. And, watching you, like when we were at TDS, you're doing work on Friday and like she's doing her day job. And then guess what? You can clock out and go have fun on your bike. You don't have to go do this. You don't have to go do that. I got to the point where even just like trying to get better at racing and trying to like keep up with certain people, it was like, I have to go out and ride my bike today. I have to go and ride this so that I can get faster on this, so I can get faster at that. I need to get on my road bike because of this, not because I want to. And it was like, previously it was like, oh yeah, I want to go out on a ride, go do a 100-mile ride, and I got really good and really fast on the bike because it's what I was enjoying doing and wanting to do. But then when you like have to do it, it definitely changes the mindset of it and kind of takes a little bit of the spark out of it in a lot of ways.
And the level, I was racing downhill, and the level, like the kids are just off the charts. Like the young girls are, I joke that they don't have a fully developed frontal cortex. Like they don't have a consequence calculator.
Nuking.
And they just have this switch that I just don't have at this point in my life. So that's why I've gone over to the free riding, because I can do it for the joy, and I can choose, things that are scary, but I can do them in a more calculated fashion. Yeah. At least I feel that way about it.
How old are you? Do you mind me asking? I have no.
No, I don't. I'm 31.
Oh, okay. Make us all feel old.
You're not. I mean, you're 35.
Yeah, I still.
you're
I feel
young.
like I'm 65. I don't know what's wrong with me.
You're young.
I look in the mirror and I'm like, ugh, these.
Do you think? I think like this probably applies to all of us, but I feel like yes, biking was hard to like. Aspects of it were definitely really difficult for me to pick up. The jumping part really wasn't like it took me a while to get where I am with it, but Jimmy's very athletic, or was very athletic when he was younger.
Oh, wow, all right.
and Amelia also was very athletic when she was young. And do you guys think that has like played into some of your ease as you've encountered more and more mountain biking, and like you found it easier because of like your past athletic experience, like having to like push the limits and like get over the next hump, because like you played golf or whatever, and she played tennis.
Yeah, I have a hard time. It's kind of weird because I definitely a lot of times don't act it, but I like biking has been my thing since I was 2. I didn't play golf. Like I was on the varsity golf team as a freshman and probably should have stuck with that. There's a lot more money in golf and I'd probably have a lot nicer house. But it's like I've been like, I didn't smoke and drink or anything until well after I was 21. Why? Because I wanted to be good on my bike. And I grew up riding my bike and like going out. I remember trying backflips when we were 12, 13-year-old. We'd go find construction sites that had piles of soft dirt and we'd build a lip and try flipping and shit like that. But yeah, it definitely, I don't know. And all of that combined is like kept me fit ever since I was young. People were like, oh, go to the gym. Oh, you must work out. No, I don't think I've hit a gym maybe more than 5 times in my entire life.
Damn, I hit it that much this week.
I should have hit it that much this week. I'm heavier than ever nowadays. I'm getting fat. But did you play?
Yeah, definitely.
Go ahead.
I played tennis and I was also a ballerina when I was really young. So I think those two things combined just kind of teach you body awareness and proprioception. So, like being able to use your body, unfortunately, is an underrated skill these days with people being behind screens so much. So I think being able to be aware of your body in space is like actually something very, very useful and helpful on the bike. And then in tennis is a very mental sport, especially in singles. And I learned at a young age that if I have a meltdown in my mind, my game is going to melt down and I'm going to lose. Where if I find something positive or I find a way to change my mindset, I'm going to play better and I'll potentially more likely to win. So that translates into biking, where when you go into riding with a positive mindset and positive intention, you're going to ride better and you're going to have more fun. You're going to progress more, where as opposed to going into it with feeling pressure or being hard on yourself, it doesn't make you ride better. It makes you ride worse when you're beating yourself up. So I've learned from my teenage years about how mindset plays into your athletic performance.
Well, in tennis, you probably had to be fairly explosive and stuff as far as like on your legs and seeing something and reacting instantly.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, I learned from tennis. Actually, when I went to the gym, I got more fit. It got easier to play. And I had this like light bulb one day where I was like, oh, being in shape actually is helpful. So, yeah.
Wait a second.
The mindset thing connected with the tennis thing actually reminds me of a book that Cheef made me read a while ago.
Make everyone read it.
Called The Fearless Mind. If you haven't read it because it's actually it connects the tennis thing and also talks about the mindset and having that fearless mind and not having that meltdown inside when your game gets bad.
Yeah, he's actually.
I actually started listening to that.
He was BYU's tennis coach.
Yep.
And all the outlaw kids, it's prescribed for them.
Oh, is it?
And it really helps you it helps you visualize what the next possible thing is. And so I read it before I spent my time down in Virgin for 2 years, and I was very scared of Virgin before I got there, and then I was very sad I had to leave, even though I was hurt. And I hit like all my goals, and then I continued like even after that because of the things that were in that book. Like when we came back last year, and I learned to do some tricks that I really wanted to learn.
Yeah, and
It really, really, like, it allows you to put things in the real perspective, not the fear of your mind perspective that I'm going to die here. You know, like I could probably right now go to I Street and hit everything, but my mind's not letting me.
Yeah.
But if you just sit and figure it out, like you can do it.
I told Old Dog earlier, you and Old Dog must have the same sickness right now, pussyitis. Pull the trigger, damn it!
Yeah. No, Elena was giving me a lot of shit.
It's that you can do it, and all you got to do is just do it.
But it's also being smart, like she said. Like,
don't do it when you shouldn't.
Right. I'm 46, and
you have a job.
I have some things that I need to worry about that I didn't when I was 45. Namely, the kid that I need to carry around all the time.
It's a very cute kid that I just every time I see pictures of it, I just want to pinch that kid's fucking cheeks.
Thank you. They are nice to pinch. Yeah, they're very, very pinchable. Guys. Yeah. Here's another thing that pisses me off. And Amelia doesn't do this because, and this is another reason I like her, because she's so fucking based. Like, based. She gets that you have to go to the gym, especially as a woman. Like, I preach this to so many women who are riding bikes. I'm like, you're gonna fucking crash. Do not have like osteoporosis women bones. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Wow, Chief, that's a little osteoporosis women bones.
Yeah.
When people ask me what I'm training for, I say I'm training to take an impact. I mean, you want to be strong. Like, you got to be strong also to manage mistakes. So, like, if you over jump and you like compress your chest into your bars, like, you need to manage that too. But it's inevitable that you're going to hit the ground. And I've hit the ground hard a lot of times. I've got broke off a few times, but I've taken a lot of hard hits and walked away fine. And I definitely think it has to do with going to the gym.
Yeah.
Bone density, you know, your muscles hold your bones in place as well. So the likelihood of things getting displaced and broken is lesser, I think, because you have like muscle structure around it. I think it's also easier to recover so that you can, when you start doing PT, your muscles already know how to glide and things kind of help themselves put them back in place. So there's a lot of useful things to going to the gym. You don't have to lift crazy weight, but I do a lot of like lighter weight with mobility and using different ranges of motion of joints. And I do a lot of work with the Bosu ball with ankle stability on the Bosu ball.
Is the Bossy ball? Is that the one with like the ball and the flat top on it?
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, those are tricky.
Did you know that there is exercise you can do on the Bosu that actually help develop your brain health?
Is that a Boston accent? The
What are the movements?
It's essentially balancing on a Bosu and having somebody throw ping pong balls at you and catching them and staying stable.
Can I be the one throwing ping pong balls at you, Rob?
Let's up the ante and throw knives.
How about golf balls?
Yeah. Wait, next time you go to the gym, you get on the bussy ball, and I'm going to throw golf balls at you.
So I learned this recently because I listened to the book ADHD 2.0, and it was really good to talk about how to, like, avoid taking medications to
harness your ADHD.
To harness it and to like develop it. It's pretty interesting.
I think people maybe don't even have a lot of ADHD. They just don't do shit like what you're talking about.
Yeah.
and people who do don't seem to have it.
They don't expel their energy and actually use it properly.
Yeah.
Amelia, are you a meat eater?
I'm on a seafood diet.
Oh, seafood? Really?
You know, when I see food, I eat it.
She got your ass.
She got me. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that because she ate bacon at fucking TDS. I was like, I know she's a meat eater.
I know. I've seen her post her meals. I definitely knew she was a meat eater.
I haven't. Well, we all learn something at some time, okay, guys? Give me a break.
Are you a meat eater?
That's a good one. I'm on a seafood diet.
you eat wieners?
No, I eat glizzies. Not like Eric does. You should have seen Eric at his birthday party. He was throating glizzies.
Oh God, I heard some stories.
Yeah. And then he was throwing up all night and late for work.
What people don't know is like a lot of the top athletes, like especially the World Cup riders, they're pretty strict about what they eat and what they do. Look at G. Atherton. That guy is a fucking machine.
Awesome.
3% body fat.
Right? And just, if you watch him train, it's crazy. Yeah. Like, it's insane. And they're doing that, like, in all sports now. Like, I was listening to a guy that I like that does a hockey podcast. He's an ex-player. And he was making fun of his kids because of how they have to eat and train, and like how Connor McDavid, basically the best player ever at this point, he's on a different level than everyone was like even 10 years ago. And like he doesn't want to be like the best, you know, in the world or in the hockey league. He wants to be the best ever, and he knows he wants to be the best ever, and he's doing everything like from like food to like working out that he can. But also a lot of us are old and don't give a fuck, so
I mean, it's
there's
good
that
to give
too.
a fuck.
Yeah,
It's
good to give some
I've eaten
fucks.
a lot less sugar these days. I had a ginger ale today, and it had like 30 grams of sugar in it or something. And then after
Did you feel like shit?
Well, not necessarily like shit, but then I walked into the gas station to grab these and like get a healthy snack, you know, like a meat stick or something, and I just wanted more sugar. And I'm like, I know that if I get like a candy or sugar, I'm gonna feel like shit. But you have some, and then you want more of it.
All right, that's how it's designed.
I ate a pint of Ben and Jerry's the other night. And I woke up in the morning, was just like, oh, why? I felt like an alcoholic that relapsed. I was like, why did I do that? I know better.
Just look at Amelia. She's more jacked and cut than any of us.
Yeah.
She's got the right plan.
Yeah.
Well, and the science behind the sugar thing is that sugar creates dopamine. So the more sugar you eat, the more dopamine you produce. But also then you start spiraling down and trying to chase that
That's why I was so sad.
dopamine hit.
I got really sad after I ate.
Do you eat any sugar, Amelia?
I do. I try to keep it minimal, but especially when I'm in the van, I have a pretty primitive setup in my van, so I eat out a lot. And you know, the gas station is the worst. Like, I love a gas station snack. I love complete cookies. I'll get a complete cookie, but I think they're bad for you too.
Yeah.
It's hard to find anything good in the gas station.
Gas stations are
But I do.
dangerous.
Gas stations are impossible. I try to just do like meat sticks or like nuts or something, but occasionally I just want a chocolate bar.
Oh, what's your go-to chocolate bar?
In the gas station, it's really hard because they're mostly just junk chocolate.
Yeah,
Nothing fancy.
You know, so like maybe like a Lindt or something.
that's as
like
good
that
as you can
Swiss
do.
chocolate.
What if you go to like
Yeah,
a nice store? What's your
Yeah.
favorite chocolate bar ever?
What's your
And
favorite
these days
high
I'm
end?
feeling really rich. I like those Who bars.
Yes,
HU.
they're the best.
They're so good.
I'm
But
so
they're like $1 million.
yeah. I think they're like $4 a bar. I'm insanely, or
What
$5
really?
even. I'm insanely addicted to them, and I just gave them up again. I haven't had one in 5 days.
Proud of you.
But they're
Good
expensive.
for
Like,
you. I had one this morning.
I bet we had a budget of like probably $30 to $40 a month just in Hue bars.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Dude,
I believe it.
that'll happen real quick.
they're
Oh, we know
so
how much
good.
you love chocolate.
handful
I
of
love
Hueys.
chocolate.
Day.
Yeah.
So-
And then Choco Love is my second best. Choco Love is so good.
Yeah, those are good. And the Tonys, if you really like,
Yeah.
I know I'm going to eat the whole bar and it's like 1 million calories, but the purple Tony's bars with like the toffee and pretzels or something. Oh,
Yeah, this is why we got along, because your podium is my podium. It's the exact same 3 I would choose, and they're always, even if I don't buy them, they're always in the house. Like Katie will eat them too,
Oh, no.
and she has no rules.
Can't
because,
leave them there.
Yeah, she's but I've been good, dude. I've been good on it.
Proud of
But
you.
she's got a baby to feed. I don't give a fuck what she eats.
Yeah, she
Just
needs to
stay
put
fat, feed the
sustenance
baby.
in,
Yeah, accurate.
Amelia,
Get milk in the baby.
I saw a picture of it and it seemed badass. What kind of van do you have? Speaking of vans.
it's a 98 Econoline. It used to be a passenger van. I took the seats out. Now I have a cot and I sleep next to my bikes.
Nice.
Yeah, you and Chelsea do have a
The
lot in
dirt jumper
common.
lives in like the dash on the front seat.
That's awesome. It's a dark green, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
You
talking
guys should
about.
do like a tour to homes of you and Rhino and Chelsea's vans, like the 3 worst vans.
Yeah, we're so janky. My mom came to Virgin and everyone rolls up with these like Raptors and awesome bikes. And she's like, you are the jankiest one here.
It's
I was
something
like,
to be
"Thanks,
proud
Mom."
of, because you get all these quote van lifers, and they got these fucking $150,000 rigs that they then, like, after 3 days in the desert and they're so beat and they've got a shower in their fucking van, and then they go and park it in their fucking 4th car garage while they go work their $500,000 a year job, and they're like, yeah, van life. It's like, no, no, that's not how that works.
Maybe not.
I actually know people that van life for real. Yes, there's a difference.
You don't know fun until you've driven across the desert at 70 miles an hour in a Ford Raptor with like $100,000 suspension in it. It's a good time.
It is fun. It is a lot of fun. There's very few things make me want a lot of money, and vehicles are one of those things.
Yes.
Fast cars and trucks, and every time I get my hands on one.
I hate to say it because like I see all these things on Instagram. It's like, this rich guy drives a nice car. If I was a rich guy, I'd have that fucking Raptor I'm talking about. Exactly 100%. That Raptor.
If I was a rich guy, I'd have the same shit little BMW that's in the parking lot. It would just be a lot faster.
And a Raptor.
Well, yeah, that too. I every car that I have, I absolutely love. They're just piles of shit.
I get a TRX just to race my Raptor.
Don't get it. I'd get a TRX just to fucking wreck it into a ditch.
Well, you can drive it then.
No, all right. If I can wreck it. It's compared to a Raptor, it's fucking child's play. Get out of here.
Jay Prizzle might disagree.
Yeah, I'm sure he
shit.
would.
What's he saying? Does he have one? A TRX?
Yes, he does.
If I see one, I'm gonna put my helmet on and do the head down retard run right into the side of it.
That reminds me of my kid. He's got 2 crawling modes now, and one is normal, and the other one he puts his head down and he goes way faster. It's so funny, man.
Oh, he is your child,
like pissed off lizard speed, where he's just like not looking up. He's like,
didn't he just recently do a backflip off your couch too?
I did his first backflip to the back of his head. Congrats, Dad's done it too, but I did it on a bike.
It's like Top Gun. He was inverted.
Yeah. But he's buzzing the tower. Except he did more than buzz it.
He bonked the tower.
Yeah. Something else having him around.
Oh, good Lord. Kids are cool.
Well, you gotta come up here, and I really wanted to get out to TDS. There were a few people that I wanted to see out there, and you definitely were one of them. I'm kind of sad I didn't get out there to see everyone.
Loser.
I mean, it was dumping, but we rode on Monday then. Monday was prime time.
Looked like
Monday
you guys got primo trails on Monday.
Yeah,
it was great.
I'm a little jelly.
And you rode too, right? You raced?
No.
She didn't
I
race.
did not race, no. I just hung out.
She was race support. She was in the pits helping Rob get breakfast done on time.
Oh, nice.
she made sure Rhino didn't miss his first stage on Sunday. I thought my team manager was bad. At least I made my stage on time on Sunday.
Oh man,
it was right on time because it was super pedally, so he didn't really need to do that one.
Yeah.
Well, he helped because it means that he finished last and not Colin Bum.
Yeah, that is true.
Did Rob cook you breakfast and lunch and stuff like 50 times?
Yeah, I mean, we had a breakfast sandwich the first day. And then, what was I doing? Brian's dad was there, so we disappeared to lunch another day.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
The best part.
3 days go by, and I don't know what happened the whole time.
Actually, one of my
TDS.
Now that I think of it, one of the best memories of my weekend was courtesy of Amelia and Rhino. They brought me leftovers from their dinner, and it was fucking amazing.
Yeah, was it seafood?
No.
Yeah.
What was lamb, wasn't it?
It was lamb.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love a good lamb.
We went to the Holbrook Hotel in Grass Valley, and it has I splurged for the day because Ryan finished his race, and I was like, hey, I'll buy you dinner, okay? Because I really wanted to go to this restaurant, and it was like one of the best meals I've ever had. We got 3 different entrees and brought Rob back some lamb.
Dude,
it was so good.
I love a good excuse.
It was like lamb, green beans, and mashed potatoes, like against carrots and stuff. And they handed me, he's like, hey, we're thinking about you, and we wanted you to have this. I was like, wait, what?
Rob, Jimmy brought up a good point. Is that kosher?
Kosher?
Is lamb kosher?
I don't practice kosher.
You don't do kosher.
No, I don't do kosher.
Okay.
All right.
No,
He's a Jewfluencer.
No. See, I'm not Jewish. I'm Jewish.
I see.
Jew-esque, maybe? Is that a better way?
Time to make up a new word.
Once his glasses move down another quarter to a half inch, then he'll be on the kosher plan.
Look at these glasses.
See, look.
Yep, that's when he makes it. He has that look.
Yeah,
I won't say
Like
that.
a young Santa Claus.
A young Jewish Santa Claus.
Yeah, I've only like officially met Amelia at the TDS this last week. I'm very, very excited to get to know her more. Her, like the way she says that her and Chelsea are very like just like stoked about riding is like you know like a hot bit ago when Chelsea was down in the desert a handful of years back. I mean, I remember we'd get up, she'd get up, be like, "Hey Barry, we're going to dig." It's like 7 a.m. We go out and just like pedal out to the desert and go. And Amelia definitely got those vibes of just like going out and having fun and just like having fun on a fucking bike. I miss the days of the crew and the homies that just ride fucking bikes and have fun doing it. Not all the fucking lollygagging mumbo jumbo bullshit. The fucking saying this right. What parts are you riding? What's this? What's that? Just fucking ride your bike. You know, I like her attitude about that kind of thing.
This rant being brought to you
that
by
wants to
Liquid
ride
Death.
that way, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Along those lines, like when they interviewed Chelsea for whatever, I can't remember something. She's like, "I'm just here to ride my bike."
Like, yeah. No, I'm
What do you think? I think I want to ride my bike.
Yeah, just that attitude.
Good
like,
answer.
like you can tell it's like her eyes are like looking behind her, kind of like rolling back in the head, looking at her bike. Like, we done here yet? Like, you're talking to me about riding my bike, but I just want to go ride my bike.
What do you want to do down there that you haven't done in the desert or any other place?
Aspiration.
I never went back and hit the moon booter since I cased the setup. So one of these days I want to do that. I was on a full 29 and this is an excuse, but I was nervous to hit that steep lip on a full 29. And then I built a full 27.5 like 2 weeks before I left, and it never like lined up that people were going there to ride it. So definitely want to hit that one of these days. But what else? There was something else. Oh, I want to hit the baby bender.
Oh,
Yeah, me too.
Careful, careful of the step down before the baby bender. Don't grab your.
I hit the. Don't do what?
I was just gonna say,
Don't do it drunk.
You want to pedal a couple of times, not grab a couple of brakes. Just a heads up. Kind of a speed scrub, not a like brake, look over the edge. Oh fuck!
Yeah, I know that. I feel like
you did.
part of the story's missing here. I feel like if you've ridden it a lot of times.
Yeah. Also, don't. Yeah. No, that was like the 15th time I was hitting it just that day. But yeah. Also, don't get drunk and then hit it. Yeah.
There it is.
That doesn't help. Yeah. Well, and then be in a hurry is like the sun was going down, and I was like, there's just enough. And the only reason I wanted to hit those two was to hit the big booter hip at the end, because I was fucking launching. It's so satisfying, like hitting the baby bender and just full speed tucking into that next one, and it just like throws you into a whip all the way over that hillside. And that's all I was thinking about, and I was like running up there, half drunk, out of breath, sun's going down. I'm like, all right, go. And then didn't pedal at all. And you need like 3 good cranks, and then you're good to go. Like even at least a crank and a half.
Setup drop?
Yeah, the setup drop, I'd say. Yeah. Like maybe like 2
2
pedals.
brake taps into the baby bender.
Yeah, if you want to. You don't
2
have,
rear brake taps is what I'm told.
because that was, well, that sounds like Rhino info right there.
That's Rhino info, yeah. And Tommy.
No,
They said this little kid hit it, no brakes, and went super deep, but he was fine.
So it's one of those things, if you're going to go off of it like a child, you know how like when kids go off of stuff and they just kind of are in the position the whole time. When I go off of drops like that, a lot of times I kind of do a little bit of like a push down into it a little bit. And so I found on that one, I would like feel my brakes. I wouldn't even like tap them. I would like get to where I just felt them, and then I'd let off. I'd like come down, as long as I wasn't like nuking off of that first step down. That first step down, hit it just right, and like you said, like just a quick little thump, and then go. But that's if you're gonna like upright huck off of it, yeah, you probably want to go tap tap, and then you won't go too far. But it was definitely like you can no break it, but you got to like push down into it. But yeah, it's a don't break too much. That's for sure. That's what I did on the first one.
I definitely had to clean up the like setup. I was going way too fast into the setup anyway, so the weather actually kind of was hit and miss out there with the wind by the time I left. I think I was there for 2 months, and we probably had 5 days of being able to ride all day long.
That's tough.
So,
and then the good
the wind
days
itself is a challenge.
Yeah, the good days, if you're not feeling it, you're like, but it's a good day. And you're like, but I haven't been riding, but I got to ride because it's a good day. And then you get yourself into some tricky spots. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm definitely someone that likes to like kind of ramp up and hit a couple small things and then hit something bigger. And then I like to hit something bigger that I've done before I hit something bigger that I've never done before.
Yeah. I feel like I'm the same in that way, where like I can go and hit shit cold, but if I'm enjoying myself and not like in a rush to do something, it's like, yeah, you know what? This morning before lunch, I'm going to go hit a bunch of shit I've hit. I'm going to go hit a line with no jumps and then hit a few jumps, hit the old side a little bit. And then at the end of the day is usually when I like to like hit bigger shit. Because like you said, if you go first thing in the morning at it, that's usually when I fuck myself up here and there, is like when you just like, all right, I got to hit this. And people that get like over amped about hit, like they're like shaking their head like, I got to go hit this. It's time. I got to get up there and go hit it. Those are the guys that always like end up on the ground face down, and you're like that's weird how that works. You're like, it's like you overpressure
checklist, and they're like in a hurry to like hit their checklist in the wind, and I'm like, okay, you have fun with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be over here riding shit out of the wind. I'm gonna go find a steep hill to skid down.
Dude, like the funniest people down there are the checklisters. Like they come down and they like come down for the weekend. They're like, I'm gonna do this and this and this, and then I'm gonna die.
I only got to, it's already 1 o'clock. I only have 5 more hours.
So I tell people, embed.
Mm-hmm. Take your time.
Amelia gets it. Go down there for a while.
Enjoy it.
Yeah. Like, get accustomed to all the things that are happening there.
Yeah.
Like, that's the real way to ride down there.
That's the real way to ride, period.
Unless you're like, fucking Reese Wallace or whatever.
James Perry.
Yeah. The best days I've had, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I don't have to ride anything today. I'm going to go up there and see what everyone wants to do. And like, whatever we do, let's have fun. And those are some of my best days when I just... I don't have to do anything that day,
When you're not stressing yourself, it can turn into a big head case real quick. When you're like, I want to do this so bad that you like feel like you have to do it. It's like, no. Step back a little bit. I've watched a lot of very good riders fuck themselves up because they're just like, I need to get this done. I need to check this off. I need to do this. Or like we're trying to film something and it's like, I got to hit this today because the weather's going to be shitty tomorrow. And it's like, take your time. Like if it doesn't work out today, fuck it. Or if you run in 5-6 times, I've even done this with Chelsea multiple times down there where she'll run in and she's like, I got it. And it's like, hey, chill out. Like we can come back. Let's just, you know what? You're thinking about this way too much right now. Let's go not think about it for about an hour and then come back. You'll hit it first go. And it's like the big head game out there for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. I think
I hit that big drop at 15. It took me like 3 days of camping out there to like wrap my head around it and actually ride off the cliff.
Yeah, not stress yourself about it.
Yeah.
Pull the trigger.
Yeah.
It's that thing too where it's like, I know I can do this. I need to just pull the trigger. But now if I'm stressing myself about it, you're just like you were talking with the tennis thing. You're like overthinking it. You're like over stressing it and you're not relaxing and just making it easy. That's for sure.
There's a fine line between F it, just send it, and like you're actually silent in your mind, and then you're ready. Like there's a difference between those two, and I'm learning that.
Yeah, and I feel like you got to have a little bit of both of that. But if you let one take over more than the other, that's not necessarily a good thing.
That decision is usually made for me right before whatever happens.
Yeah, for sure.
So like I'll be dropping in, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to do this, and I'm like, you know what? I got it.
Fuck it. Let's go.
Yeah. And like so I'll take like a few runs in and then like, okay.
The fuck it, send it should come right after I feel good about this.
Yeah. Right. That's what you do. I build up to feel good and then I don't usually know if like the big thing I'm going to hit is going to be hit when I drop in on it.
Yeah.
But then it just is. Yeah. And usually it works out.
Feel good, but and it's like, I didn't grab my brakes.
I know in my head I can do it. and I know what it's going to feel like. So I don't like, I have to have those two things before. And that's like why riding now, after not riding for so long, is it felt like last week really felt foreign. Fuck, just you want to know how to ride a bike, go get on dirt jumper again first, because I couldn't ride anything. I couldn't ride a jump that was like 2 foot tall on my dirt jumper.
I feel like it makes you better in a way though, because even like you know, down at TDS when I went, I haven't been riding very much in the last year, and then the last couple months or month and a half, I've been really riding a lot, going out with old dog, this and that, and I was like, fuck, I haven't really been riding any like techie trails or anything, but I've done it for my entire life. I know how to ride techie trails. And it's like, I went back to just like, hey, I'm practicing in the parking lot my turns. I'm going to hit these easy trails. I'm going to do this and that and like hit these easy jumps and just have fun on them, like zero stress jumps. Yep. And then you put yourself in front of it and you're like, oh, fuck yeah, this feels fucking good. It's like, hell yeah. And it's like the slot fest down in TDS. I didn't crash once all weekend. And well, I put my knee down once, but it was just like super smooth, where other times I've been riding twice as much or way harder, way longer, and you're like stressing about it instead of just having fun with it. And like taking a break sometimes helps you step back and like just enjoy it, and it makes you better, I feel like.
Yeah, most of mine are unplanned.
Yeah.
But, well, I'm really blaming Amelia for my crash on Kong, because she was in front of me and she just kind of ripped down that section and made it look pretty easy. And then I was like, well, that jump's probably not that big. I watched her do it. Like, I'm not saying that like she's bad or anything. I'm just saying like she did it so smooth. I was like, yeah, it looks like a 10-footer. It's like the one thing I didn't walk or look at at all. And then next thing I know, I'm in the hospital.
I mean, yeah, that thing I just finished Kong text, and then we get a text. I'm in the hospital.
I just finished Kong. Just kidding.
Just kidding. I'm dead. Yeah.
So Amelia, what are you riding for bikes right now?
I actually just went down to Ibis and they hooked up an HD6. So they helped me put together a big bike. I've been riding a Ritmo for years and I love my Ritmo. And fortunately got in contact with them. And like I said about them, they were really cool. I was like, I'm not really racing anymore. I don't know what you guys want out of this. You know, I'm mostly like doing desert riding or free riding or jumping or kind of whatever tickles my fancy that day. But I've been wanting an HD6 because I saw that they were putting a dual crown on it, and like Janelle was out in the desert like ripping the HD6, and I was like, that would be a great bike, and I love how the DW works. So yeah, they gave me a bike and some wheels, so I'm in the process of putting that together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's sick. What is the HD6? Is what are they putting, a 180 dual crown on the front?
How they built it? Yeah, how they built it to work as a 180 mullet setup. How Janelle was riding it was a dual crown full 27.5. So I think to begin with, as I go through Pacific Northwest, I'm going to run it kind of how it's built to run. And then when I go back to the desert, I'm going to probably put a dual crown on it and a smaller front wheel. And just I'm going to try varied setups. They don't recommend doing that. The engineer doesn't recommend doing that. But Janelle rode it like that for months and loved it. So I'm going to try the different setups and see what works well.
Awesome. Do you guys have anything else for Amelia?
I don't.
Okay, shout out your sponsors.
Yeah, 6D Helmets is huge. Actually, as soon as I got knocked out, Ryan contacted 6D and was like, please help this girl get a helmet because she just got knocked out and needs a safe helmet. So I got on a 6D's helmet and I love them. I feel so safe. I've had taken like several diggers to my head and been completely fine. The helmet's fine. I'm fine. So they definitely work. So testament to them. Thanks, 6D. And also Cranked Naturals, natural supplement company that helps me out with racing and parts. Damien makes really awesome electrolytes and pre-workout mixes. He actually just got hit by a car, so send his prayers. And when you guys are driving, watch for cyclists, please.
Yes.
And then Apex Series goggles. Our buddy Alex makes some awesome goggles where you can have like the magnetic interchangeable lenses. So that has been awesome for going from super sunny desert back into the trees. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, tell him we want him on the show.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, we want to get those Apex dudes on the show.
Yeah,
I like that a lot. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
well.
And Alex absolutely rips. So check out Alex's. I think it's Alex Rides MTB. Maybe is his handle.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, he has awesome content.
So Alex, TDS Alex, is the owner of.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Good research, producer.
Dude, I actually invited him on the show. I gotta hit him up then. Like, I didn't, like, yeah, I'll hit him up and have him come on. I cooked him, like, 2 breakfast sandwiches, actually.
He owes you.
Rob's got, like, it's the universal fucking handshake for Rob.
And this
Nice
might
to meet you. Would you like?
I mean, that's
Would you like an English
what
muffin?
happened. You want an English muffin? Want a breakfast sandwich? He sits down with his girlfriend, and he's like, I'm like, you hungry? He's like, you know me? I'm like, no, you want a fucking breakfast sandwich?
He's like, no, but I do have 4 English muffins. 3 pieces of Canadian bacon.
Amelia, what's your Instagram or your social medias, and will that answer my question on how to say your last name?
Yeah, it's Capuano _ Amelia. I don't even know how to say my own name, actually. Yeah, CAPUANO _ Amelia.
Nice.
Brian told me to change it. I got to make it something more catchy.
Yeah. We'll think it up. Then maybe that should be our question next week.
Think of a good one. Think of a good one.
Yeah,
Come up with Amelia's handle.
Yeah, we'll make it our question of the week, and we'll see what people come back with.
Okay.
You might
Yeah, I
not
love
like
it.
a lot of them, but
Yeah.
might be one good one in there.
It might be a good one. All
They'll come back with something.
right, everyone go follow Amelia. Bye, Amelia.
Bye, Amelia.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Yep. Thanks
We
for
love
coming
you.
on. She's great.
She's pretty
Love
awesome.
you guys.
Well,
Speaking of the question,
I like her a lot. I want to ride with her.
you should.
I should just ride, period. Yeah, that would help.
Me too.
She's pretty fucking rad.
What is the question of the week?
The question of the week is,
Quaddle.
what gets you chuffed?
What? Oh, yeah, I forgot
Oh,
that
yeah.
was. I forgot you guys put that as this is going to be interesting.
What gets you chuffed? Can we recap why we have a Chuffed on Keen song today?
What is
and why the
chuffed?
question is, what gets you chuffed? Jimmy.
Well, a bunch of nerds were saying keen a lot. Like, just American nerds would come back from World Cups or
Yeah.
whatever, talking
Australia or something
keen
like that.
and brekkie and all that junk.
I'm keen on getting me some brekkie. But they'd say it in some stupid English, like regular
Yeah.
American
So
accent.
Cheef showed up one day irritated about hearing keen so much, and I said, well, I like, even better, I like chuffed. Nobody knew what it was.
And then we made it onto World Cup signs after that.
Yeah, we were on World Cup signs.
That's right.
Didn't they say Chuffed on Keen?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
That was in, was that in like Tennessee?
West Virginia, I think.
Because
so great.
keen means you like
Yeah,
you're
I'm
keen on
that.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
You like you like the idea of it.
Yeah.
And then
Right on.
Yeah.
and then chuffed means you are excited about something, or like it
like
gets you
stoked.
excited.
They're both kind of like stoked, but chuffed is above.
Chuffed is more keen.
If I knew English like terminologies, you could. There's probably like a category that both of those words go
But
in.
chuffed doesn't make you sound like a.
Fucking nerd, fucking wannabe Aussie
I
or
was-
I don't want to
something.
drop the F-bomb.
Last year, keen became very big in the desert. There were a lot of people saying they were keen on
Keen,
things.
and then like you'd see Instagram posts from influencers like, I'm so keen on this bike, like I'm so keen on these goggles and this and that, and it just is. It makes you turn off your phone. You're just like
Right.
fucking.
Like, I know you.
Can we drop just like the F bomb without the F? Just makes you sound like a freaking agate. Like get
There you
out
go.
of here.
There you go.
Oh my god!
There's the background on Chuffed on Keen. And the question is, what gets you chuffed?
Can I please read the first one?
Sure.
From Benny BMX 43, a former guest, farting in public and successfully passing off the blame on someone else.
Pretty chuffed on that.
What do you do? Like fart, and then you're like, when someone looks, you're like, raised eyebrows and pointing.
The best part is like nowadays most people are too afraid to like make eye contact in public, so you just rip ass in an elevator, or like I do a lot of work in like closets behind managers' offices, and so
Stairwell. Tell him about the stairwell.
the stairwell. What stairwell?
when you shit in the stairwell the other day.
That guy walked by.
Oh, yeah. No, it's like that where you shit in a tight space, especially when it's like places people walk by, and it's usually like nice businesses and stuff, and you're just like, oh, God, and like literally just putrid. And they're too afraid to make eye contact. They know who it was, but they won't even look you in the eyes, and so you don't even have
Maybe
to
their
do
eyes
that.
don't work anymore.
The ass that was ripped might make your eyes stop working.
Jerkan says he's chuffed on Rob's tuna can wearing glasses.
Is that new?
You gotta read a comment when we're done
Okay.
from the Zoom room. Let's go through these, but
All right.
it's good.
The Dark Bike Co says he's being stoked on being chuffed is what gets him chuffed.
Oh yes.
Eric.
Rob,
Rob is chuffed on Plumpkins.
I just had to throw that one in there for fun.
Does a Blumpkin make him chuffed, or would he be keen about Blumpkins?
I'm gonna go with another one from the Jerkan. The government banning pride flags in Utah.
Not chuffed that
They're
our
back in
city's...
Salt Lake, though.
Yeah, the city. It's going to be an official flag. Excuse me.
Jimmy Sniper is chuffed on psyops. Can't spell chuffed without fed.
I'm chuffed on Cheef's songs
Thanks.
and bike park season.
Yeah, those are both good. Strap 45 says bong tokes for Jesus.
Does it get you chuffed?
Carlos is chuffed on being keenly.
being keenly nice. Vic says when Cheef brings up when he used to do radio. Boing.
The timing on the boy was just perfect, Jimmy.
Ty Nicholson is chuffed on hearing Rob giggle like a little girl. You know, my wife's story is coming. Some of these are funny, dude.
RP Haas, Jimmy's toe vids.
It better get you chuffed up.
Happy to help.
Slick Honey Soaked Cougars chuffed on Sponge's mom getting him 30% chuffed.
Jimmy?
Photosensitive cycling, British rap, and shitting arms.
Shitting arms?
What are shitting arms?
Is that like somebody
A
shitting?
large shit.
Oh, shitting arms.
Oh,
It's like
okay, shitting is the verb.
shitting
Got
arms.
it. I thought it was the adjective. Shitting. What are shitting arms then?
I was gonna say this.
Depends on how hard you're shitting.
No, what's a shitting arm?
Are you like,
Yeah, are like grabbing the rail
Oh, yeah.
next to the seat.
or is it just this
They're muscular
nowadays?
from holding on.
Like looking at your phone.
Yeah, like the shitting arms that make your legs go dead.
21 Adam is chuffed on Phoebe Peen.
Phoebe.
No
What's a
idea.
Phoebe Peen?
No idea.
Sounds like a
Feeble?
Phoebe Peen.
Peen that's feeble?
Sounds, I don't know. Sounds like
Slick Honey Soaked Cougar releasing in dead mini horses.
God.
Oh!
God, he's so from Arkansas.
I read that, didn't understand it, and then it just hit me.
Once somebody said it, I realized how fucked up it was.
Deer Eggs is chuffed on Dean's Keen jeans.
Nice.
That's a good
I
throwback.
haven't heard that in a hot minute.
How do people remember this shit from this dumbass show?
Right, dude?
3 years later.
I feel bad that part of my life is contributing to people remembering that, not remembering a family member's birthday or something instead.
I am seriously chuffed on Dean's Keen Peen sauce, though.
So good. I get to see him in like a month, actually.
The real Zach Roman is chuffed on Jews with a Boston accent riding half-power e-bikes.
Oh, I fucking love him. Oh, shout out to you, fucking
The
Zach.
question is, what gets you chuffed? That's the question of the week.
Daddy Pay says having a right good cuddle with the boys, nuts to butts.
Yep, that's good. We got a song for you, bud. We got a song for you, and we'll play it next week. You're gonna love it.
Next,
I can't see it.
I think that's...
No, there's way more.
Oh, there's
yeah,
more.
there's a whole bunch.
I had to turn up my screen here.
I'll do the pea and pickle one.
He's got 3.
Losing Rob stories. Bruising Rob stories about the fucking radio, law lizards, blizz, diaper spas in my bike, fucking fruit, cum shoe boxes, angry racist midget firefighter.
Angry racist midget firefighters?
Baiku's Losco 69.
He's going.
That one's good.
Saddle. No,
The what is the what?
Chapetta's used saddle.
Uncle Touchy's Ranch and Hockey Bussy.
It's everything we've ever talked about.
Chuffed on a lot.
Man, he's chuffed.
Chuffed on a
He's
lot of
super
stuff.
chuffed on the Narcouch show. Thanks. Hoopsty says, when mom's new boyfriend drinks all my dew and eats my fruit snacks.
I gotta give a shout out to that. That's Sean Hoover. He was down for. I met him at Rhino's birthday, and then hung out with him the last 2 years at TDS. Dude is a solid fucking dude.
We like Sean.
and he's fucking funny. He got so fucked up on Saturday night, he didn't make it out to heckle at all. He got out of his tent at like 5.
There
on
were
Sunday
multiple
night.
people told me to go and check on him, and I like went up in the middle of my race runs, like in between my race runs, and pedal up, and he's in the front of his FJ, leaned over his steering wheel with the Gatorade, like drinking like an inch down. He's like leaning over his steering wheel, and the car's on with the AC on. His dog's laying in the back, and he's just. And I'm like, "Hey, are you alive?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You should probably drink water." I've been drinking Gatorade, and I'm like, "Is that the Gatorade you've been drinking? It's got 2 sips out of it." He didn't know why he was so fucked up, and the night before he had an alcoholic beverage pouring tequila into said alcoholic beverage.
Wow.
So that was
That's hardcore.
Yeah.
The question of the week is, what gets you chuffed? We have about 3 left. And Hayden from 15-7 says, Jimmy drizzled in chocolate. He is kind of a white chocolate.
That gets me pretty chuffed.
White chocolate.
When I first met Jimmy, I wasn't sure if he was just like, he was hard. He's hard to read, right? Like everyone knows he's hard to read. But I didn't know if he was like the white chocolate of the NBA. Like, because I could tell he liked basketball.
Yeah.
You know, but he was quiet, and I don't know,
He'd be the guy that show up at like a basketball court with all like 6+ foot black dudes, you know, and like out in the Bronx, and he'd just be sitting by the fence, be like, "Hey, can I play?" And then he'd just go fucking dunking on all of them.
he used to dunk.
That almost happened.
See,
In a way.
it's in there.
No, at the college in St. George.
Yeah, when he tried out.
For the tryout, and then I was just dinking around at a rim by myself, and then the team came out and they yelled for me to come down there, and they're like, "They want you to dunk." Had a broken thumb on my hand that I hold with, and couldn't hold the ball, and they're like, "Just do it with 2 hands." So I did.
Just dunk with 2 hands real quick.
Like,
So I
"All right,
did.
I've never done that.
That's an animal. Dunking with 2 hands.
Yeah.
Jimmy's not like fucking 6'5".
No, he's 5'9", 5'10".
That's
5'10"
impressive.
max.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it is. Orangutan Slider says, tacky dirt and loose boulders. And the final one from Dinosaurus Rex, what gets you chuffed? Lately, sweet potatoes.
Well, that's a very Dean response.
Very reasonable.
perfectly Dean.
Reasonable Saurus Rex.
A lot of good answers with that question.
And I gotta say, I'm currently reading which happened about 10 minutes ago. The best comment in the Zoom room that I've seen recently was, "What's up with Grobs looking like Grandmaster Gash with the golden headphones?"
Grandmaster Gash.
And then he says he's going to tell us about shitting arms soon.
That's, Grandmaster Gash makes sense. That sounds like your stripper name. And when I went out to take a pee and then walked back in, literally smells like a strip club in here.
Bring
Bad.
bring up the bigger cum hander in beef, so he can tell us about shitting arms.
Shitting on.
Here's the thing, guys. Right now I'm at a bar. I'm with my friends. You might hear them. But the thing is, today I unloaded a big fucking turd. I wanted to let this guy go for the past, I don't know how long. It's been brewing in me for the past couple days. I just finished it. But finally today, during lunch and right before a before a big meeting with my directors, I was able to take that shit down and just clog my toilet up. Actually, better yet, I didn't even clog my toilet. What I did was, it was so hard that it wouldn't go down my toilet. So I just let it marinate there for a couple hours. So roughly about 9 o'clock. So I guess, yeah, maybe like 8 hours. I was hanging out there in the water getting soft. And then flushed it for the third fucking time. Before you know it, it was magical. I didn't have to bring out a poop wrench or charge knife or anything like that.
Well, you should have just taken the poop knife.
I'm sorry?
You should have just taken out the poop knife and cut it up.
I think an 8-hour marination in the toilet is better. Really.
I'm never, ever coming back to this show.
I wrecked my mind by getting that log, and I didn't want to put any more effort into it. I was like, look, I'll flush you down, and it didn't go for the past 2 times. And then on the third time, 8 hours later, it went down.
8 hours.
It was magical. And then I had to shit again.
Well, I am so regretting this.
Take us
No,
through.
don't. We don't need to know anything else about it.
Take us through.
We know
real quick.
everything.
What it was like the first time you flushed. Did it just swirl?
No,
Rob's getting chuffed right now because he's thinking about a
He's
blumpkin.
thinking about a blumpkin. Yeah.
100%.
Here's the thing. I have a bidet, as you guys know. So I used the bidet, and then I was like, all right, so this was a rough one. And I decided to, take some toilet paper, wipe myself. But then I got up, and that toilet paper stuck to the very tips. It was like a bridal headdress in the water, waving around on this turd.
It was like a bride's first dance.
Like he had a Mrs. Hanky.
Exactly.
So you had a 20-minute bidet session, and then you had an 8-hour marinating shit before you could take your second shit.
Oh my god!
Much.
The worst story ever.
I mean, I could put that shit downstairs in my other bathroom, but I mean, I didn't want to let that guy drift out there, and then my wife opened up the toilet.
That's dangerous.
You're a good man. Definitely a good man.
It would give me a story that would remind Foster Rob of another story about his wife.
No, I don't have anything that reminds me there.
Does your bidet spray warm water or cold?
Oh my God, why are we doing this?
It also has a generator too.
Oh. I've never used one of those spraying ones.
My asshole is proper.
Clip that and save it forever. Please clip that and save it forever. All right, I see Jimmy has his blizz on. Jay
serious.
Prizzle, we'll get to you and Clay here in a minute. He's going to do his Baiku first. Baiku is being brought to you by Blizz Eyewear. You can get your Blizz Eyewear like Jimmy's wearing right now that you can't see on our webcam because it's dark in here at enjoywinter.com and use the code SPONCHESMOM. That's SPONCHESMOM. Sponch's Mom gets you 30% off. She doesn't get you 100% off, but it's Sponch's Mom, so what do you expect? Go to enjoywinter.com right now. Get their amazing eyewear from Blizz.
The following Baiku is based.
When riding skate park, you crash and land on your bike. That's pegastration.
You know it's good when Rob can't breathe.
Rob's dead.
Rob went from blumpkins to pegastration.
Oh, I'm seeing red right now.
We gotta get
my god!
Rob on the dump button over there.
Oh, fuck! Oh, that was painful. That
Looks like it was painful.
It sounded painful.
Oh wow!
You sounded like those stupid freaking Instagram reels where everybody's holding the 20 cigarettes and the coffee and they're coughing.
I just want to thank Jimmy for evening things out because we had so much talk about things coming out and we got right back to
something going
back to our homeostasis. with something going back in.
That was inspired by true events. Someone showed me a reel.
Oh God, that sounds
Some
awful.
kid laid his bike over and then fell on it.
Got a peg.
Sounds gross.
BMX pegs.
Oh wow, he was begging for a pegging, huh?
If you haven't gone to our Patreon yet, please do. It's patreon.com/Narcouch. There are some expenses associated with this show, and if you could help us pay for them, that would be awesome.
We could maybe turn the lights back on.
Right. Do so for as little as $4.20 a month. Let's do math. That's $1.05 an episode. Wow.
That's a fucking deal.
That is a fucking
cheap.
deal if ever there was one, but you can also spend more, and if you do, we would appreciate that. We're also uploading all of our parody songs to Patreon now, so you can download and make your playlist, and eventually we will get them on. It's really hard to do a Spotify account for that, but now you got to pay like another thing to do that. So in order to get the uploads to Spotify, we have to get another account, which you upload those through. So if you could please go to our Patreon and you have liked the things that we do, who was it, PM Pickle, who basically said he's chuffed on every single thing we've ever done on this show for the past couple of years.
We'd be keen on you joining our Patreon.
I'd be chuffed.
Get me real chuffed.
So it's patreon.com/Narcouch. And we're having issues with our store, Jimmy tells me, at narcouch.com/store again, because
tried to buy some shirts and clicked next.
Yeah, I think they probably ran out of the shirt is what happens.
Oh.
So like they'll change the shirt out to a new shirt.
Okay.
So that shirt is no longer available. The design is the shirt itself, like just the blank shirt is a new shirt now. And so they have to change that. But it's narcouch.com/store. And that's really all we do with our website. You can listen to the podcast there as well, but we don't post a whole lot there anymore. We're so busy.
We need you to start doing fucking
just
articles
for,
again.
yeah,
So good.
well, yeah, I know, but kid, wife, bikes,
I get it.
I
podcast,
was really
Bike,
chuffed
bike.
for
Photo
the
business.
squeeze triggers, not levers.
Yeah, we can get to that.
That's my favorite one. I wear that
He
a
has
lot.
that
And
one, yeah.
people,
Yeah.
people look at me
I need a
weird.
new Huck to Flat hoodie.
So do I. Another hook
And a shirt. Yeah, because the last one I got, it shrank, and then I had to give it to a girl who's one half of my size. Yeah, even I was too big for that one.
You can't
So
be dry in your shirts. Gotta
that's
hang
what
'em.
did it, actually.
Gotta
And it
hang
got
'em.
wider, too. It was like
Yeah,
one
they
of
get
those
wider and
fat,
shorter.
beefy tees from Hanes.
Yeah. Turned into a schmedium.
Yeah, the one the radio station would always buy because it's $3 to print it.
The ones that suck.
Then they're like, hey, wear this to your event. I'm like, that's fucking embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, it's like those kinds of shirts, you can't even wear them under a button-up shirt because
No,
they just
'cause they
start
just, like,
bunching
puff.
up. Yeah.
You look like your neck looks like this.
Well, or you have no undershirt because it like bunches down here and like dips here, and then you got like 3 folds. It's terrible.
Like, what kind of dirtbag doesn't wear an undershirt?
Our
I'm
shirts are
wearing
not
one.
like that.
No, they're not.
They're actually
Oh, they're
nice.
really comfortable,
They,
actually.
They are
they fit
comfortable.
just right.
I always get the good ones, and that's why they cost more.
Yeah.
I think the one that I got was like a test shirt, the one that shrank and sucked.
okay.
But yeah, so ours always costs a little more, but they also actually fit you.
And the hoodies are super comfortable. I'm wearing.
They're so soft.
I'm wearing
They're-
a chuffed. The steak.
Which one?
Chuffed.
Stay chuffed.
Marshmallow.
We call them
I rock
goodies.
that one a lot.
The stay chuffed misdemeanor
Yeah.
man. I was
Stay chuffed misdemeanor man.
I was dropping the box of fenders off for TDS, and I was wearing this hoodie, and some guy walked by me and goes, "Stay puffed," and I turned around and go, "No, stay chuffed."
So please go to narcouch.com and check out our store. I'll try and update that here before the weekend. So give me to the weekend
Oh, no problem.
to do all that, and we'll get that fixed up for you. All right, we got a couple people left in the Zoom room. Still in there, Jay Prizzle. He's a classic Nard, and who else is still in there?
Well, we have the bigger cum hander and beef. Amelia's still here with us, but Clay Thomas came and went.
Oh, okay. Jay Prizzle.
Hey, I don't usually have much to say, but I've got things. So I had an underrated comment in the chat when you were talking about your tiny van homes, your mobile tiny homes. You call that MTB cribs.
I didn't see that.
We should
I
do
thought
it
that was worth bringing back up.
Right there.
So,
We should do a Narcouch
Yeah.
MTB cribs.
MTB cribs.
I'm blaming Rob.
MTB cribs.
We didn't see it.
Yeah, I saw the wow, don't talk shit on TRX and then MTB cribs. I missed that. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, I'm thinking about trading it in for a Raptor, sacrificing 100 horsepower.
I won't headbutt your Raptor.
Let's go with the bigger cum hander and beef. Anything left to say, bud?
Oh, God.
I really don't know.
He said enough.
Have a long discussion about the turd that I had. I really don't know. It's been a long day for work, and I'm happy to be back after 2 weeks off.
We're happy you're back after the turd you dropped.
Yeah, thanks. Thank God you lived through it.
It was beautiful.
Hurry and mute him.
Barely did.
Hurry and mute him before he keeps talking about his arm-sized turd.
Go ahead and do
And Amelia's still here. We'll give her the last word.
What do you got, Amelia?
Oh, I just appreciate you guys letting me on. Clay actually is the warranty guy for Ibis, so he had jumped on to listen.
Oh, God.
Listen in.
Sorry.
And, give him a shout out because he's a big part of me getting help with Ibis. So I appreciate Clay, and
Nice.
he shreds. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, he's in bed. He's in North Carolina, so he went to bed.
Nice.
Nice.
But thanks, guys.
When he wakes back up, apologize for us.
Who's next week?
Next week we're off.
Oh, that's right.
that's
I'm
right.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do the show without me.
I get off every week.
I can call in.
Oh, we can talk about it. I can figure something out. I'd be down for that.
Maybe.
Let's text message about that.
The little one is turning 1, and we're taking him to St. Louis to celebrate.
And
Nice.
For a 1-year birthday? He's not going to fucking remember that.
So here's what we're doing for your birthday. We're taking you to a place that's way worse than where you live.
Yeah, I mean, we could like take him to Chuck E. Cheese here and call it St. Louis.
oh yeah, but the Chuck E. Cheese right over here is fucking so ghetto.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It'd be better to go to St. Louis.
That's what I mean. It'd be
Same
just
thing.
like, yeah,
Yeah, it'd be just like going to my hometown.
feel right at home.
I was chatting with Chelsea about coming on the week after, so I'll hit her up and see if I can get her solidified for the 21st. But I'll figure out somebody for next week.
Can you stop saying coming on? Can we be like talking to them about joining us next week or something like that?
Okay.
Make me feel more comfortable.
Well, all right, we'll figure it out, and maybe we'll have a show next week. Maybe we won't. For Jimmy Sniper.
I'm sorry.
For JP.
Happy Women's Mountain Bike International Day last week.
Do we need to talk about free ride
No,
legends?
we're not talking about free ride legends this week. We're out of time. We can talk about it next week. For sure, though.
Pioneers.
Pioneers.
Pioneers. Yeah,
Pioneers.
sorry.
Yeah, the Pioneers. For Bobston Ross.
We need to fucking turn the lights on here. It's fucking dark.
That's what I like about it.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
My name is Cheef. I'm a narcissist, and I'm going to do the show by myself next week. I just don't want these guys here. That's the Gnar Couch Podshow.
You really can't hit those high notes anymore, huh?
St. Louis is ghetto.
Love the breakdown.
Now I'm saying it too. What the fuck is this? Keen on this cliff and I'm keen on tits. If irony died, it died right here. I'm now chuffed on keen, my biggest fear. Chuffed on keen. 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 Chuffed on keen.
Slap a monster, shave a mullet.
Hey! You're not from Rotorua, man. You're from Reno.
I don't know, man. I think that's the best one so far.
Is it Rotorua or Rotorua?
It's Rotorua.
Okay.
That singer just doesn't know.
You fucking dumbass.
If you like that one, the next one's better.
Oh, yeah. Good night.